Saturday Dolphins Mailbag, Ramsey, Tua, Run Game Blame, and more. Part 1 of the Pre-Jets rematch. Miami Dolphins OSI Mailbag. From the Dolphins, Dum. I've heard, as I'm sure you have too, the notion of moving Jalen Ramsey to safety. Before I begin, I'd like to say that I think Jalen Ramsey has been a very good cornerback. However, in his time in Miami, I don't think he's been elite. The fact that there is no outrage that he didn't make the Pro Bowl and 8 players from the position he plays did makes me believe most people believe his play on the field has not been elite this year. There have been other cornerbacks who switched to the safety position of his caliber, who have gone on to play the position at an elite level, like Rod and Charles Woodson. His size and tackling ability could serve him well and translate to him becoming an elite safety. Here is the flaw that I'm concerned about in this thought process. Jalen Ramsey is the highest-paid quarterback in the NFL. Currently, cornerback is paid much more handsomely than the safety position. If Jalen Ramsey were not to agree to give up money, would it be financially irresponsible to move him to the safety position? If you were to even consider moving Ramsey, isn't it an admission that you're not getting your money's worth, since the cornerback is considered a premium position and safety is not? Valid points, but here are a couple of things. A high-end safety can be as impactful as a top-notch cornerback because it's easier for an offense to avoid an outside corner than a safety. Second, what the Dolphins have given Ramsey in terms of contract is done, so it would be foolish to keep him at cornerback because it's viewed as more of a premium position. Lastly, the Dolphins can get out of the contract, though not without some pain, starting after the 2025 season, and there's always the possibility of Ramsey at some point agreeing to a restructured deal, though that's not happening anytime soon. From Mollo. I'm trying to stay positive, but Tua's contract/injury history, bad GM decisions, limited cap space, come on Pup, gives us hope. Hey Mollo, here's the hope. This team as currently constructed should be a playoff contender for a while, though Tua's injury history is troublesome. If the hope/goal is getting and winning the Super Bowl, I'm afraid the Dolphins are a ways away. From FinsJ3-3R. Do you think that if by some miracle, the Dolphins back into the playoffs, they'll flip the switch and be the high-powered offense they were a season ago? There's zero reason to believe that would happen. If the Dolphins do get into the playoffs, I'm thinking their best, maybe only, shot to win at Buffalo would be getting defensive takeaways like they got in that playoff game 2 seasons ago. From Leon Fresco. We lost 4 OTs this season: Armstead, Jackson, Lamb, Smith. We signed and relied upon a bunch of people we should have known were hurt or injury-prone. OBJ, Wynn, Walker. And we consistently don't care about how crappy our punter or guards are. Can we at least fix the fixable mistakes? Hey Leon, yes. How's that for expert analysis? LOL. The Dolphins do have a lot of areas to address, but not a ton of cap room with which to do so because they were so quick to give out big contracts the last couple of years. But your point has merit. From Dave. Alan, the O-line is only 2% of why the running game isn't working. You agree with Perk on that? Wow. This question pertains to a discussion on the All Dolphins podcast, but Dave is misrepresenting my position because I never said I agreed with Chris Perkins' assessment there. I did absolutely agree with the idea that the running backs haven't necessarily done a great job of maximizing the carries, and my point was that Devon Achane has been great in the open field and zipping through holes when they're there, but he's not making guys miss at the point of attack, nor is he breaking tackles. So putting everything on the offensive line isn't fair. But I do believe the O-line deserves more than 2% of the blame.